welcome back. All right, so spent probably an hour talking about how to read or decipher how well you'll do going into a new season. I hope those videos were helpful. That I think more talks about morale. A lot of people see things like firsthand and be like, oh man, this is gonna suck. But when you really start to break things down, you start to find the cracks and the opportunities for you to win. So in this video, what I'm going to talk about is what I'm probably going to do to become better, to give our people a better chance to win. The way that this season is set up, unless I spent like Voldemort's kind of money, I'm probably not going to be individually strong enough to carry my war pack by myself to a win, which is fine. The game did introduce new features like the power rally and power garrison. So I think that's going to help with strategy, because as long as you coordinate those kind of things well, you can use them. We practiced using them earlier today with a couple of people on my server, so I have a good idea of how they work and how to use them in the future. Just got to execute. But just looking at my individual strength, again, I talked about combat power, how it can be misleading or informative. These are where I stand currently. Let's see. So I'm 14 in overall power. Town Hall, I'm 16. It's a pretty big gap between 66 million and 113 million. So I'm not sure that I'm going to focus too much on skins and upgrading buildings. Excuse me. What I will say is that, I probably won't focus on that. Combat survivors, realistically, you only need a super strong F1, so I'm not super worried about being 20th here. Nobody has really started investing in their Ezekiel yet. So, that tells me about the spending habits of the players in the server that I'm in already. Most of these people have higher level of survivors just based off of the frags they got already. I don't really see anyone that's a super big spender. If you don't believe me, see how fast it took Voldemort and I Am Max to go from level 130 to level 140, and ask them how much money that took. But no one here with Ezekiel is starting to invest in it. So I think that if my Ezekiel got max and my Michonne got max, I'll be in pretty good shape. So war carts, again, if we look at people's war carts, most people only have one max war cart. This is max and a half. 1.5, this person has, and again, this one's not even max, but the highest level is 120. Kobaby's max is 150. The rest of these are level 1s. Mine probably would be higher if I didn't have them so spread out. So I got a level 89, a 56, and a 35. These other ones, so if I consolidated it, my first one would be on a higher level. Another good thing to look at is this here. The gear level. So 9% is pretty good. And the jump from 9% to 12% is 3. So maybe getting it to level 50 is going to be beneficial. But investing in gears after level 50 to go from 12 to 13.8, going to be extreme waste of resources. The game was nice enough to change up the draw for these so that you can actually get materials now instead of just like war cart materials. So when I do spend money, a lot of it's going to go here, just so I can get my war cart level up to catch up to everyone else. Let's see what else I'm going to be focusing on. War carts. And again, just looking at everybody else's stuff, super strong. 50, 80, got that level 50 there. So yeah, I would say war cards is probably something I'll invest in for sure. And I wouldn't say I'm too far behind. Again, I think if I consolidated, I'll probably be somewhere near the 100 level. Last season, I needed to be a little bit more spread out so that, because I didn't really have a super strong second person to ride with me like I do. Like this season, I got plenty of strong people to help me out. So it won't hurt me to consolidate all my pieces. And I'll wait till it's strategic enough to use those rubies. Technology, I'm pretty up there. I'm probably going to finish out my technology, and I guess I'll go into this now for you guys. So I would say when you get into the 200 million levels, people have all this stuff maxed normally, and it's required in order for you to even get into these statue thingies. As you can see, my melee and my shooters are about the same level. And I will tell you that maxing these global stats things first is important. Well, I'll tell you the order that I max stuff in. I did all of these first. Damage dealt, damage decrease, and increase of damage dealing skills in all formations. I did those first, and then I did the global stats second. And then when it comes to shooters and melee, for shooters, you really only need the attacking one to be maxed. And then with the defense, as you can see, I'm maxing the defensive ones first, and then I'll go to the attacking ones. And as you can see, because cavalry's trash, one time, because these are global stats for all formations, I did those. And then I'll worry about this other stuff later, because I'm not going to really use cavalry for anything. What I will do is ask someone who is focused on cavalry or has invested heavily in cavalry to go ahead and max all this stuff out, because I got them when it comes to the other two stuff. And then we'll make a dynamic duo or triplet or whatever and be a great team. Whoops. I can't. Okay, so not gonna put that much money into technology. As far as recruits go, right now the Negan event is the best event to use to develop your recruits. So I will probably only spend money during the Negan event to improve my recruits, and that'll just be me improving like this stuff. Whoops. That would just be me improving this stuff through the Negan event. I will also say that I forget the name of the event even that you should use to improve your level. Jesus Christ. I forget the name of the event to improve that, but what I will say is it's typically the one where if you buy the thing 5 times and you get to unlock a chest, and then that one you get the opportunity to get like 200k recruit experience. That is the best one. I'll make a separate video on it. I think I might have already, but I think it's called Supply something. Forgive me for not remembering. Actually, I think we just had it, but for sure, that's all I'm gonna. If I do spend on recruits, that's the only time I'm gonna spend outside of the Negan event. With vehicles, I'm not gonna focus on because I have one max vehicle. If I develop, Jesus Christ, battleground. If I develop a second vehicle, it will be on accident. So I might try to get this police truck, and on my police truck, the only thing that's missing is the performance. Once I get these to level 60, I'm done with that. I am going to do a separate video on vehicle modifications, because I mean, I think it's super important to know where to put your money at with that. But yeah, once I get this performance thing all the way up, then I'm done with there, and I probably won't invest in vehicles anymore. And then animals for sure, because I still have level 13, and if you believe it or not, I had these at like season 7, and I haven't gotten any higher level dog since then. First, I neglected them. Last season, I tried to focus on them a little bit. I took a couple seasons off, and I think that's where I kind of got bit in the ass when it comes to the dogs. So I think, I don't want to say there's a glitch, but I think people who definitely invested in dogs then, as the game changes and does its upgrades, things become harder, sometimes easier, but most of the time harder to attain. So me getting these level 13 dogs, super easy, but me getting anything higher than that has been like super hard. So again, I will be working on my war cards, followed by my recruits, trying to round off my second vehicle, and then definitely animals. I think increasing those stats will put me in a great position to be super helpful, because what you don't want, we obviously are going to go against the gold, because everyone's playing to win. Obviously got to go against them if we want to win. And what you don't want is to be in a position where no matter how many times you attack those guys, you're not able to break them in an OP battle or anything like that. More importantly, it would be super detrimental if like only 2 of their strong players showed up, and no matter how many times you attacked them, you couldn't break them. So if we do have to go against gold, we want them to have to give us our best, and we'll see who can give their best the longest. I mean, that's a good game or a good competition in any sport. So I hope that was insightful on how I am going to prepare for this season. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll answer them. All right, talk to you soon.